welcome to HSK 3, week 6, day 1. Today I'm super excited because we're going to jump into result complements. And remember what verb complements are. They are not complimenting a verb like, hey verb, you're looking good today. Not that kind of compliment. To compliment, verb complements mean it adds to the meaning. It complements. It's complementary. It complements the meaning. Okay, so we're gonna go. The first lesson here is about result complements. They are words that get attached to a verb to show the result of the verb. I can say I ate something, and I can say I ate something up. So the up gives more information. What happened to the food is all gone. I didn't eat part of it. I ate all of it. I ate it up. So that's what a result complement is like. It gives more information showing what the result of the action was. Because we're talking about the result and it's a completed action, we're going to use a la when it's in the positive, and when it's in the negative, we're going to say may or mayo. So this is positive, this is negative. All my examples are positive, but I'll try to point out what it would look like in the negative too. So first I want to talk, before going over these examples, I want to show you some common complements that get attached to verbs. And this is not an exhaustive list by any means. In fact, one of my examples on the other board isn't on this board, but these are some very common ones. We talked about a couple result complements in HSK 2. We mentioned jian, which means to see by itself, but when it's, or to meet actually, or see, but when it's combined with kan, jian, it means to be able to see. Ting jian mean to hear. And then dao is a very common one. We talked about that one too. It can be combined with kan dao or ting dao, but it can also be with a lot of other verbs too. It's much more useful. And then we also talked about wan, which means to finish. So 吃完 means to finish eating, or 做完 means to finish doing something. 好 also sometimes means to finish, sometimes it means good, but usually the result is that it's finished. Something was accomplished. It was able to be done. That kind of idea. 掉 means to fall, and so 吃掉 means to eat down, like to eat up something. 坏 means to go bad or to break. 错 means mistake. So 听错了, I heard incorrectly. 走, like 拿走 would be to take something away. So 走 means to walk, but when you 拿 to take, 走 it means to take something and take it away, to 拿走. 懂, we learned that one as well. 听懂 means to understand, hear and understand. 看懂 means to read or see and understand. 会 means to, like for example, when you 学会, that means to learn unto ability. It means like to learn something, to learn to do something. I have learned to do something. 我学会了. 清楚 means clear. So 听清楚 means to hear clearly. 看清楚 means to see clearly. So those are some common ones. And there are many more, but those are ones that you'll run into really often. Okay, so let's look at some examples here. 我吃好了.吃好 means to finish eating. It doesn't mean so much to eat well, like, oh, the food was awesome. It means that I've eaten to the point of being completed. 吃好了. You can also say 我吃完了. And that could, 吃完了 also means to finish eating. Let me see if in my notes here is there something to say about. Oh, I also wanted to point out with the same verb, 吃, putting a different result complement will change the meaning dramatically because there's a different result. 吃好了 means to eat unto finishing. I'm done eating. I've had as much as I want. 吃坏了, remember 坏 means to go bad or break. 吃坏了 means I ate something bad. I ate some bad food. It gave me food poisoning or diarrhea or something. 我吃坏了. If I say 我吃饱了, 我吃饱了, it means I am full. And so it's similar to 吃好了, but this has to do with like, it's not necessarily saying directly that I am full. It's saying that I'm done. I've had as much as I want. And 吃饱了 means I am full. I cannot eat anymore. I'm full. So that's an example, an illustration of how changing the same verb with a different complement, result complement, will have a different meaning. Here's one from all set learning. 他玩坏了哥哥的玩具. Okay, so 玩 means to play. 坏 it means to break or go bad. So 哥哥的玩具, 玩具 is toy, 哥哥 is older brother, so 哥哥的玩具 is the older brother's toy. So 他玩坏了, he 玩坏 broke. He played with the result of breaking. So he broke his older brother's toy. Does that make sense? This is a pretty different way of saying it in Chinese and English, but I think you can get it. That he play with the result of breaking 哥哥的玩具。这个字写错了。This is also from all set learning. 这个字 means this character. 写错了 means it was 写 means to write, 错 means mistake, 了. So this character was written incorrectly. So it's right with the result of incorrect, 了. One of the reasons I wanted to use this particular sentence is because it shows you that sometimes with this with result complements, this is like a topic sentence in essence. The character, it looks like 这个字 should be the subject of the sentence, but there's like no subject. It's just saying 这个字写错. It's almost like a passive voice. 这个字, this character was written wrongly, was written incorrectly, but it's not in a passive form. It's kind of like the topic 写错了. 这个字写错了, written. So it doesn't have the subject in it, and there's other ways that Chinese will do this, like 饭做完了, the rice or the food 做完了 is finished being made, and so that can work here. 我们把房间打扫干净了. There might be a bunch of vocab in here you don't know, but this is from all set learning as well, and it's important because it has 把. It's a little reminder of 把. 我们, we, 把. It marks that this is the object of the sentence, and it makes sure that it's definite. 我们把房间打扫 means to sweep or clean. 干净了, that means clean. So the verb is 打扫, to sweep. 干净 is the result, clean. 了. If we change some of these to being negative, it would look like this. 我没吃好. 我没吃好. I wasn't done eating. I didn't finish eating, actually. 他玩坏了哥哥的玩具. 他没玩坏哥哥的玩具. 这个字写错了. 这个字没写错. 我们把房间打扫干净了. 我们没把房间打扫干净. All right, those are some of the result complements. And in the next little segment, we'll look at potential complements, and you'll see that there's a direct link between them. So in this segment, we're going to look at potential complements. We just talked about result complement, which is a verb plus some kind of result that's attached to it that tells you the result of the verb. There are also directional or direction complements. That'll be the next video. And the thing is that any result complement or direction complement can be made into a potential complement. And a potential, you've actually seen an example of these in HSK2, where we talked about 听得懂 or 听不懂. So just now we talked about 懂 as being a result complement. So 听懂 is if it's by itself, there's no duh or boo in the middle. It's just 听懂. If I say 我听懂了, it means it's a result complement, meaning I understood. I heard and understood. I heard with the result of understanding. 我听懂了. But if I say 我听得懂, that doesn't mean I understood. It means I can understand. I have the potential. I have the ability to understand. If I say 我听不懂, that means I cannot understand. And then if I say 我没听懂, that's a result complement saying I didn't understand. So I hope that distinction is clear. But the point that I wanted to say is that any result complement can be made into a potential complement by putting the, if it's positive, saying there is potential to do it, or 不, it's negative, there is no, I have an inability to do it. So let's look at a couple of examples here. 我听不清楚你说什么. So 听 is to hear. 不清楚, 清楚 means clearly. So 不 is in the middle there between the verb and its complement, makes it into a potential complement with meaning no potential. So 我听不清楚你说什么 means I cannot hear clearly what you're saying. 你说什么 means what you're saying. So 我听不清楚你说什么. Then if I said 我听得清楚你说什么, that would mean I can understand clearly what you're saying. I can hear, not understand clearly, hear clearly. 你这么聪明, you are, so here's the use of 这么 before an adjective, meaning this. You're this smart, 聪明, 你这么聪明, 肯定学得会. This is from All Set Learning. 肯定 means certainly, 学 means to study or learn. 会, 学会 means to study with the result of now having ability to do that thing. So in English, we would say you can definitely learn how to do it. But in Chinese, you'd say 你肯定学得会. So the the in the middle makes this a potential. So the point is, you're so smart, you're this smart, you can certainly learn to do it. That makes sense? So learn to do it is 学会. Yeah, there we go. All right, so 这个, here's another one. 这个自行车, this bike. Sorry, this is kind of scrunched on here because it was long. 这个自行车太破了. 太, so, or like extremely. 破 means beat up, so or in bad shape. So this bicycle is in very bad shape. 谁都修不好. All Set Learning here. Here's the 修不好 part in Pinyin. 修不好. Okay, so let's dissect some of the vocab here. There's a lot going on in this sentence. 修好 means to fix with the result of it being completed, like actually fixed, as opposed to an attempt to fix it. Does that make sense? So 修好 means to fix and it's done. To fix it with a successful result. So 修好. So 修得好 means it can be fixed. 修不好 means it cannot be fixed. 谁都, I can't even remember right now. I don't even think we've gotten to this part of our lessons yet, where I describe what this means. This means that anybody, all. So anybody, all, it means everybody. Anybody, all, cannot fix it. So in other words, this bike is in such bad shape that nobody can fix it. That's what this means. 这个自行车太破了，谁都修不好. The point, though, of this lesson is to talk about 修不好. It's fix with the result of completion, of actually being fixed, and the 不 in the middle means it cannot be fixed. Okay, so I hope that's clear. When you have a result complement with a verb and its result work complement attached to it, and then if you put the or 不, and it transforms it into a potential complement, stating that there is potential for this thing for this result, or there's no potential for this result. It can or cannot be done. And it's pretty fascinating the way these words combine to influence the meaning. I think it feels to me very flexible, and I think it's a really fun and expressive part of Chinese. So I hope you like it as much as I do. I think this language is amazing, and I think you're doing a great job.